So today's topic is mainly going to be about troubleshooting common computer issue. Pretty simple, but let's see. First, table of contents. Common computer issues. We first identify the issues. Second, why this issue happens. We know why it happened to prevent it. Three, how to troubleshoot it. Well, sometimes it does happen and we want to fix it. And this video demo is too long, so Sumar is finding another video for us. So we're gonna still show a video later. So, common issues on freezing crashing device. Freezing when using computer for a while may happen when the computer is running a lot of apps, website, is or network is unstable. Oh, normally if you open a lot of apps, that does happen, especially if you have kind of old computers. So normally, if the first thing I will do if something freeze, I will try to shut it down and restart it. And normally 99% that solve most of the problem. But if not, let's see what else. Common cause for freezing and sudden slowdown. Yeah, when apps and programs are automatically being launched when computer turns on. What to look for. To see programs starting up when not using, go into each program and disable, launch on startup. I mean, Mac and Windows have different way to disable that. However, we're gonna provide help if you need it to. We can talk about in tech discussion room how to do that exactly. So we can disable that because I had an old Mac that always have like 38 apps open every time I started. So I never shut it down. That's why it becomes slower and slower. So always shut down your computer. Check if it's the Wi-Fi that is causing the freeze. Check the Wi-Fi and turn off Wi-Fi, then turn on again. If possible, change Wi-Fi network. If that doesn't work, check for updates and restart the computer. Normally, I would suggest that turn off your Wi-Fi and wait for like at least 5 minutes. Maybe it doesn't work, but 5 minutes for it to rest. It's been running, so who knows? 5 minutes may do some job because I don't want to open it instantly again. So, common area that is being affected. Computer's processing power or memory. Go to search and type Task Manager to see which application that are currently running on device. Task Manager is like an system that Windows integrated in Windows system that if you search it up, you can see, oh, what is using your computer CPU and memory right now? So what is taking up that much? Like it introduced that apps that use high memory. If you see an app that you're unfamiliar with, and it definitely didn't say Microsoft on there, and it's taking like 70% of your use, then you probably should consider, oh, what is this app and why is it using that much? So some web browser and antivirus software are notoriously for slowing down computers. And for Mac computers, they have a different thing that's different from Task Manager, but it's similar. If you go to Mac Spotlight search, which I will later introduce if you have a Mac and talk about in tech discussion room, you search it up, I think it's called Activity Monitor. And then in that case, you can find the similar thing as a task manager, and then they function as the same, but they just have different name because one is in Mac, one is in Windows. How to troubleshoot freezing. Save all data and restart computer. Restarting computer will help delete cache and cool down hardware. Like what I said, that do most of the job. But if you're always afraid of data losing, you should definitely save all the data and restart computer. I believe there's like a session of cyber senior will teach you how to save your computer data and phone data in a flash drive or another drive other than on your computer, which is called like you save it there. And then if this computer have any issues, you can restart it. You can redo a lot of stuff. And to make sure that you can have that extra flash drive to prevent you don't lose anything. Let's see what's next. Update drives. Outdated or corrupted drivers can also cause instability. Like if you're still using a Windows 7, now they're already at Windows 11, definitely you cannot use a lot of like the stuff and it's old. The calculation is old. So I would say always be on date on updating, but not like first time because the newish one maybe not as good, but just make sure that you're undated, at least not outdated, but not really front online because current day I feel like Apple is updating too much. But it's your choice. Disable startup programs. Having too many programs running at startup can slow down or freezing system. Oh, that's like what we said before. Too much app open, taking up too much memory that we can found in Task Manager to see, well, who is using that much. Uninstall problematic program. If the freezing started after installing a specific program, uninstall it. Yes, I do suggest periodically check, oh, what is the apps on your computer? If you're unfamiliar with it, we might do a little research to see, oh, what are these programs? Who downloaded and how it comes to my computer? Because we don't want to have like random program on our computer that's doing stuff that we don't know and it's taking our stuff. Computer showing no internet when connected to Wi-Fi. A common issue is when Wi-Fi is connected but computer has no internet. When Windows is updated to a new version, drivers for hardware like network adapter will become outdated. This may result in your computer to be able to not be able to connect to a Wi-Fi network. You can go to the search bar and type device manager to find network adapter to see if needs to be updated. How to troubleshooting Wi-Fi issues. Wi-Fi connectivity issue can took like dropped connections, slow internet speeds, or unable to get any internet despite being connected. Open settings and then click on update and then advanced options. Click on optional updates and look for network adapter update and install them. Another option is to restart network and reconnect it to Wi-Fi network. Audio issue when trying to use Bluetooth or connection. If audio isn't outputting sound to speakers, headphones, or monitor, there's many ways to restore audio. Setting are the setting are the correct output setting in sound setting, like in Zoom, there's always like which audio you're connecting while you're entering a Zoom meeting. Sometimes and it asked me like I'm using a Mac, it just said Mac Air. It's like Mac says Mac Air speaker. Oh, normally you choose that, but if you want to use a speaker on your phone and your speaker is technically your phone is connected because I use an iPhone, so it's connected with my Mac, I can choose a speaker on my phone to use that as my output to speak. So you can choose an output anytime to output a sound to like a phone call, like a Zoom meeting, anything. So you definitely want to choose the correct output device, like choosing your computer microphone instead of like a really outdated microphone that's not working. Like verify you have updated version software. Check headphones, plugs, jacks, volume, speaker settings. Update audio drivers. Run audio troubleshooter to troubleshoot common sound issues. Try a different pair of speaker or headphones. Common areas affected. Headphones, plug, jacks, volume, or speaker setting and connections. Update your audio drivers and connect and check your sound setting to ensure they are showing the correct output audio. Just like this, Zoom also have this thing, but Windows have its own default this thing. If you search up sound output, it will come up this thing, and you can see output. You can choose your own headphones. Normally, you can give a name to it, the speakers, and then it normally gonna have its computer name or it's like Mac's phone or like a phone speaker. It will tell you which device it's from, which is more clear. So you can choose the output and the input on like anywhere. Printer connectivity issues. Sometimes the printer is set to offline mode, or printer is connected to a different network from your computer, or printer needs to update driver that are causing connectivity issues. Well, for printer, some of printer use wire. Well, those are a really old one, and then you have to connect them in order to print something. But current days printer are normally using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi network. And then in that case, if it's Bluetooth, I mean Bluetooth is like what we introduced before in the Bluetooth session. It's mainly for small, so I don't think there's a lot of printer with Bluetooth. Mainly is for network. You really need to check is the printer connected to a Wi-Fi at your house, and especially the same network that your printing device, which is your computer, is using. So if they share the same and common Wi-Fi, the printing shouldn't have a lot of issue. Troubleshooting printing issue, check physical connection. Yes, that's definitely make sure it's turned on and connected to correct network. I always forget to turn on my printer and like, why is it not printing? This can resolve any temporary glitch and reset network connection. This just restarting and then checking the electricity and everything. Clear print queue and restart printer spooler service. A clogged print queue can prevent new jobs from printing. Yes, always check is there a clog in your printer and these easy technical issues or is out of ink. All of those things may cause of printer issues, so it's not just single one. And let's keep going. This is a video demo, but it's way too long, so I'm not gonna show it. And here are some resources. This is for uncommon Windows problems. And then this is for like another Windows one. And there's printer one and audio one and a video one. I remembered. So thank you for listening. If you'd like to learn this lesson with Cyber Senior Mentor, please go to www.cybersenior.org or call the 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-in session from 2 to 3 p.m. ET on Thursday.